All right, hello again, Fish-A-Lots. All right, I'm gonna show you basically the ways we bait up these crabs to catch some really nice black drumfish. We use the same tactics for blackfish fishing as well, and well, basically any fish that eats crab. So right now we're using green crabs and white leggers, but we also use this for blue claw as well. So I'll show you the different techniques and how to hook them up. So the first technique we generally use, of course, remove the claws. Always good not to get bit. All right, and the first one is you just rip the helmet off of the crab right here, the head or the carapace, as we like to call it. And then we're gonna keep that goo inside the crab and bait the whole crab on the hook. So all you do is you're gonna grab a hold of the top of the carapace, and I usually grab the base of the legs right here, and you just twist it right off, just like that. So that's an easy way to A, kill the crab, and B, keep all that nice juiciness inside, and open it up. The key is to get all that scent in the water, okay? No use fishing with these crabs if not adding scent. There's no extra incentive for these fish. Now, what we like to do, little trip here, what we like to do is cut off one side of the legs, okay? Just like that. And the reason is we can put the hook in a lot easier through this side now, and it gives it just a little bit more natural of a look, having those legs sticking out. A big black drumfish, a redfish, even a blackfish have no problem sucking in this whole crab. So you take your hook. Now you'll notice you have the ligaments here of the legs that we just chopped off. I always take the hook and always bait it straight through the ligament there, the leg joint. And that is the toughest part of the crab. Really, when you're baiting a crab, you just want to bait it in a way that stays on the hook the best it can. So that's it. Just like that. You poke it in through the hard shell on the bottom and you're good to go. Another neat little trick here you could do is you have this flapper. This is how the crabs swim right here. This piece right here. You can either cut it off or rip it off. This way it doesn't interfere with the hook. So if the tide's running and that flapper opens and the hook's near the flapper, you don't want it covering up your hook. It could potentially prevent you from putting that hook in a fish's face. So that's the first way we do that. Another way we do it is going to be the easiest way. You simply, again, remove the claws. No sense getting bit. This is a white legger right here. You're going to take your scissors. Good pair of scissors is always advantageous to crab fishing. And you're going to cut this guy right in half. Just like that. So I got half the crab right there. And look, you can see all that nice little juiciness in there. That is the scent that you want to attract those fish. And we're going to do this exact same way. You're going to take the hook. You're going to put it in through the leg joint right here. Right in there. And out through the shell. Okay, just like that. Now when a black drum comes by, or whatever fish you might be fishing for with crab, they're going to suck in this whole crab, and that hook is going to stay on there because it's through the toughest part of the crab. And that's really two ways that, really most of the two ways that we use on the boat to catch a lot of these big fish. Another way you could do it if you're blackfish fishing is you could put the hook in and you could simply just step on the crab to get the scent out. You'll see that on my videos quite a bit. But in a running tide like we're doing right now, if you do that, it tends to get a little soft and the tide might rip out all these nice juicy guts in there. Won't be as good to catch fish. The trick with these crabs is you want to keep this bait in the strike zone for as long as possible. There's a lot of junk fish around, right? Like skates, dogfish, ling, hake, kingfish, all sorts of little fish down there that bite and eat away at your clam. So this gives you the added benefit because a lot of fish aren't going to eat the crab, and when you get a black drum bite on this crab, it's usually a bigger bite and it's usually a more serious bite. So there's a lot less guesswork when it comes to this type of crab fishing, and typically we catch bigger fish off of this and limit the junk fish. A lot of advantages to this way of fishing, Fish-A-Lots. All right, if you want to check this out in action, we're actually using these exact same techniques to catch a ton of big fish. Go ahead and click on this video right here where we go deep. Me and Tom Daffin of Fish and Fever out of Cape May, New Jersey, show you exactly how to use this to catch giant black drum out of the Delaware Bay. All right, Fish-A-Lots, thanks for tuning in. See you out there on the water.